welcome back to another episode of Reddit,
Roulette.
and we're as shown.
I didn't know you were queuing me up there to finish it. If we'd pre-rehearsed that, I would have known what I'm doing.
Well, at least you got it. Okay.
We are one down
Yeah.
to the 5 I picked. I didn't prepare more stuff. I should have done, but I didn't think ahead. So now we have some numbers for you to choose from.
1 to 4.
Well, you've got number 1, number 2, number 4, and number 5.
I'll choose 1. Oh, no. 5.
Is that your final choice?
Yes.
Is it though?
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you gonna choose again? Are you gonna change your mind?
Locking in.
Number 5 is Am I the A-hole?
A-hole! Okay.
Now then, if I can open my own things.
Ooh.
I hope these are short.
We'll see.
Am I the asshole for
Mhm.
wanting to sleep in comfortable pajamas at my boyfriend's house?
Not really.
Yes, you are.
No.
How dare you do that? How dare
No,
you want
you're
comfort?
not. But yeah,
You should
continue.
be in a G-string.
What the fuck?
That's probably the theme this is going for, isn't it? I can
Okay,
tell already.
go.
So, last night was my 24 female first sleepover with my boyfriend, 29 male,
Oh.
off 2 months. He brought me a gift of lingerie.
Oh.
Men.
Man.
Sister. It is beautiful, but not comfortable. I think of this particular lingerie as the sort of thing you only wear for 5 minutes.
Oh.
5 minutes when you take it off.
Yep.
Which is essentially what happened. I wore the lingerie for him. He took it off. We were intimate. It was lovely.
Ooh.
But then the trouble started
Juicy.
when we were ready to sleep. I went to put on pajamas I packed, which is men's boxers. I brought it specifically for pajamas. It wasn't an X's or anything like that. And a t-shirt I got from Bench.
Bench. Ooh. Okay, go.
This is the sort of thing I always wear to sleep, and I didn't think it should be any different with my boyfriend. But he asked, why didn't I put the lingerie back on to sleep in?
You're done though.
Did I not like it? I said that I loved it, but it was a bit scratchy to actually sleep in.
Oh.
He said, what the hell was my outfit? Why was I dressed like a man? I
What?
said I always sleep in this stuff and stuff like this, except when it's cold, I wear footy pajamas. He said that's fine when I'm alone, but when I'm with him, it makes him feel sick to his stomach.
Break
And
it up
that's
though.
in quotes. So to quote from him, sick to his stomach to see me dressed like a man. So I caved and put back on the lingerie. I'm now lying awake because the lingerie is scratching my nethers. He is my
Oh,
first
she
he is
changed.
my first boyfriend I could actually sleep over with. I've been single since high school, so I admit I don't really know the etiquette.
There's no ticket.
Am I the asshole?
No.
This is
Boyfriend is the asshole.
similar to the lingerie. Oh, I sent a link.
Oh,
That's the lingerie.
this one.
What do you think of that?
What the
Could you
fuck?
sleep in that?
No, this is so uncomfy.
Seven, what do you think?
The asshole is the guy. The boyfriend that should have been an ex by now. Boyfriend is that should have like rent a prostitute if that's what he wanted.
I don't know how he can be 29 and think wearing lingerie to bed is a normal thing.
It's the first
So
boyfriend
almost,
ever.
I don't think so. I don't know. It doesn't really say, but to be almost 30 and expect, why didn't you put the thong back on?
You're already done with
Like
it.
and to say why you dress like a man because she's in boxer shorts and a t-shirt.
That's comfy.
How is that? It's not
Sleepwear.
particularly manly though, is it?
Yeah,
It's basically just shorts and a t-shirt.
yeah.
It's not like she's wearing like a high vis jacket, like shoulder pads, a helmet. What's manly about that?
The guy is just an a-hole and not worth the girl's
So I
time.
think the verdict is no, you're not the
Yeah,
asshole.
your boyfriend
Although you're dating a
is.
child, so that's questionable. You shouldn't be with him.
That should have been your ex by now.
So that's
Do you have
he's the
any
asshole.
update
There
if
is
they broke up?
no, because actually I can look at comments. No updates. There's lots of comments, but they're all sort of agreeing with us like he's a dick.
He is a dick, an absolute dick.
Lots of yo girl, leave his ass and stuff.
Oh my god. I can't be that kind of guy. I can't.
It's not me. I wasn't the guy.
I,
I'm innocent of this.
he isn't like that.
I just read the story.
Because if he is, we won't be together. Okay, next.
Next story. This is a pretty good one.
Mm?
Am I the asshole for wearing a white dress to my friend's wedding?
Ooh.
First thoughts?
Yeah. Because I mean, technically only the bride can wear whites, but if there is a motive, color motive, then let's see. Go.
Okay. I can't believe I'm using this Reddit account for another wedding related issue.
Oh,
So it's happened
okay.
before. I, 20 female, met my friend Charlotte, 21, when I moved into my college dorm in August 2020. We got along well, shared ideas for how we wanted to divide space and keep things clean, organized, and had many similar interests. Within a month, we were studying and hanging out together, and I considered her a good friend. I also met her now husband, Josh,
Mm.
22.
They're
They
so
are
young.
really young to be getting married.
I know, right? I can't see myself getting married yet. But I know I'm getting married with him, but
They
with
seemed
intention.
like a cute and loving couple. That's a bit bitchy to say. They seemed
See
already
him.
not off to a bad start,
See
but
him.
I'll get past for now. They seemed like a cute and loving couple, and I was very happy when they got engaged on Christmas 2020, after 3.5 years together. Charlotte has spent the last 18 months planning this wedding, down to the last detail. I won't say she's obsessive, but it's been intense. And intense is all capitals.
Ooh.
Intense. But again, I don't really trust her already. And I've tried to help as best I can with making appointments, managing stress, etc. I also gave her 250 to help her pay for the wedding. Her family can only afford part of it, which isn't included in the wedding gift.
So this is
The
separate.
250 isn't included in the wedding gift she's giving her.
Ooh.
A month before the wedding, I was still trying to decide exactly what to wear. I wanted to wear something nice because Charlotte said she would have a photographer, videographer, and wedding painter. I knew Charlotte had a vision for her wedding, and I wanted her as in control as possible for all the details of her special day. So I asked her which dress out of the three I'd narrowed it down to what I should wear. She asked if I would actually pull out all my dresses, so I did. She ended up narrowing it down to one of my picks. Along with a dress I had put firmly in the no pile for being white.
Mm.
It was a wedding after all. She told me both dresses were lovely, but that she prefers the white one.
Oh.
I asked if she was sure, and she said yes, and even picked out a pair of pink and white heels from her closet to go with the dress.
Oh.
I figured that was that. Fast forward to last week, I show up in the dress about half an hour before the ceremony. I get some weird looks, but no one says anything. In hindsight, this is when I should have realized something wasn't right. When Charlotte comes out of her dressing room for some last-minute pictures, she looks shocked to see me.
Why?
And then she started turning red. She pulls me aside and starts going off on me immediately about wearing the dress to her wedding. I'm stunned. I asked her what the problem was. She picked the dress out, and she told me it was a friendship test, and
What?
that if we were real, yeah, I don't believe it either. And if we were real friends, then I wouldn't have worn the dress
What?
or her shoes to her wedding. I started laughing because I honestly thought it was a joke, and she screamed at me that I ruined her effing wedding and to GTFO. I flat out told her she was crazy and left, not wanting to fight anymore, and not knowing how to deal with what happened. I grabbed my wedding gift to them on the way out. My phone has been flooded with texts, voicemails, and social media notifs from her, her friends, and her family about what an a-hole I am,
Mm.
but I honestly don't see what I did wrong. Am I really the asshole here?
No, no, because first of all, the friend gave her a yes, a thumbs up to wear it, and even uh recommended.
Not only that, she said that particular white dress was in the no pile.
Yeah,
So
right.
the bride to be took it out of the no pile and said, "You should wear this."
I know, right? So the bride
And then to say
basically
it
say
was just a
yes.
friendship test to see if you'd actually wear it to a
No,
wedding is insane person behavior.
that bride is a my God, an a-hole, not the
It's just
girl.
manipulative. Why would you say, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
wear
that's true.
this"? but it's a secret test of your
Like, why
who
would you
t
need to test the friend when the friend even give you the 250 to chime
what even
in?
is a friendship test?
Right? No.
I've heard of like relationship tests, and those
Yeah.
alone are pretty messed up usually.
But not friendship.
But both would be bad. But I
Seems
mean,
like that girl is like the bride is like a hater all along of this friend.
I don't. I hope they're not still friends.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of edits here. I'll read those. People have said, I suppose you are the asshole because you should not have worn white anyway. And I just want to clarify that I brought this point up to Charlotte more than once while asking if she was sure, and she insisted that I wear the white dress. She said I would look lovely and she wanted me to look my best during her
See?
wedding, because she wanted very nice pictures slash videos. I would not have worn the dress if she had not assured me multiple times that it
Mm.
was what she wanted.
The bride gave an assurance.
Multiple
Not the
times,
a-hole.
apparently.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have worn it without multiple assurances, but that is definitely what she wanted.
Not the a-hole. Technical not.
One more edit. Someone made a comment about how, if the bride is wearing white, I should at least be prepared for weird glances. The bride didn't even wear white. That was another non-traditional thing she did. She wore blue.
So there's not a motive.
So the friend wore blue to the wedding.
Yeah. Hmm.
So no, you're not the asshole.
Not the a-hole. Technical
Well,
not.
the bride is a total asshole.
Yep. For testing the friendship of someone who gave
She
her money.
may. I'm trying to think of a reason she would do this. I can't
I
think
think
of a logical reason for it.
the logical reason is just she doesn't necessarily treat that friend as really a friend.
Unless she wanted an excuse to be mad at the friend and
Yeah,
like
that.
conspired to make it happen.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's just that self-centered, but she thought, oh, surely she won't actually
But how can
wear
you
this
do that to
dress.
a friend who chime in for the cost of your wedding, like 250?
Mad.
I think
There's
crazy.
no logical answer to that kind of behavior.
Yeah. Next. That's so annoying. Moving on to the next story or Reddit thread.
Story number 3, and it
What?
was the title.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for locking my girlfriend out of the basement so I could eat in peace? No, you're a G. Keep doing it. Do it more.
Yes, you
Every meal.
are an
Lock
a-hole.
that door. Reinforce that door.
Okay,
Board it
go.
up like the zombie apocalypse.
No. Hey, I'm annoyed right now.
You don't even know the background. Maybe she steals his food.
Okay, I'll read it.
She like steals food off his plate. I don't know. I am 39 and male. My girlfriend is 41. We have lived together for a bit over a year in my house. During the time that I loved my girlfriend, I've become very used to the fact that she really seems to de-stress by complaining.
Oh.
Much of this complaining is about other people in her life, such as her mother and her former co-workers, but much of this complaining is about me and how I'm not meeting her expectations in one way or another.
Oh.
I'm generally fine listening to her rant, and I will make all the appropriate motions to show that I'm listening. But a few months back, her complaining increased significantly in frequency. Again, I'm happy to listen to her, but one time that I do not want to listen to complaining is when I'm eating. Breakfast time isn't an issue, because she's still asleep when I eat, and lunchtime is fine because I work 6 days a week and I'm out for lunch. But I would really love nothing more than to just have a quiet dinner. It's especially irritating because she gets upset when I don't answer her fast enough. Even when I'm chewing, she'll start saying, hello, hello,
What the?
hello. Are you even listening? As I try to swallow the food quickly enough to answer. I expressed this to her a few months back. I put it as nicely as possible, with the excuse that I don't do well with talking during mealtime. If anything, it has the opposite effect. I'm convinced that she's actually timing her complaints
Hmm?
to begin when I start eating dinner now. While I'm making my dinner, she'll be quiet, and when I sit down waiting for it to cool, she'll be quiet. But once the fork reaches my mouth, she'll immediately start complaining. Last Saturday, I told her I couldn't deal with her complaining during dinner time anymore, that if she did it again, I would start eating elsewhere. She responded, yeah, okay, fine. Then she sat down at the table and stared at me. When I took my first bite, she said, oh, by the way, today you kicked one of my shoes when you were putting yours on. It made me feel like you only care about your own things and not mine. I stood up and went down to the basement to eat, locking the door behind me. That's a G move.
I think the girl is just finding some things to fight about.
I'll keep reading and see how it
Okay,
goes.
okay.
I've taken to doing this for every day. I've taken to doing this for every day since, and she'll bang on the door at times. At other times, she has demanded I give her a key, as I have the only copy. Today she was literally crying and begging to eat at the dinner table, but I said no. Now she's threatening to take the door off its hinges while I'm at work, so I know I have to lock it from the outside before going tomorrow. Am I in the wrong here?
No, clearly not. I think the girl's just picking up a fight. Like, I don't know, why don't you just break up with if that happens? Like, if you don't want to break up, then talk about it. But yeah, the guy already talked about it
But it seems like
to the
they
girl.
don't like each other.
Yeah, why aren't you tolerating
Like
each other?
he can't stand her complaining, and she has to complain all the time about him. So she doesn't like him. He doesn't
Yeah,
seem to like her. They can't eat together anymore.
I know.
It doesn't seem like a relationship if they can't be around each other. They
Technically,
can't
yeah.
stand each other.
Why are they still together? But yeah, not the a-hole. I understand.
There's no updates, but there's a few comments if I can find anything good.
Especially when the guy already communicated it to the girl. Not the a-hole.
I don't think he's a good guy either. The way he talks about his girlfriend isn't great, and the fact that he has to lock the door and she's banging like, "Please let me in." It just seems extreme. It seems like something on a comedy. It doesn't seem real. It's like a scripted. It just seems mad.
You think it's scripted?
It just seems like something you'd see on TV. Like you can imagine that in like the laugh track in the background. It doesn't seem like an actual situation would be in.
Well, that's true. But if that's the girl that I'm with, or the girl you're with, just I don't know. I'd do the same.
Either maybe some sort of couples therapy to work through your issues, or find a way to better communicate rather
Or
than,
just break up.
well, if they actually work outside of mealtime, then maybe they can work it out, like schedule the complaining for a more
I
constructive
mean,
time.
but why is she complaining all the time?
It seems to be more the issue of not the complaining, it's more he doesn't like when she chooses to complain. Like when he starts eating, that's when the complaining starts.
Yeah, it probably like it's planned, I think. It's planned. The girl planned it. So there's like a hate
But
thing
I
happening.
don't get is so she obviously wants a response, but she plans it for a time he can't really respond. So it's like she doesn't want a response, but she does want a response.
I'm
It
sure
it
she's
doesn't
gonna say, hello, hello, what the fuck? Shut the fuck
it
up.
doesn't seem like a healthy relationship.
Yeah, like a toxic one.
I think they either need to work on it with a therapist or just
Break up.
end things. And best of luck with
Yep,
your next person.
relationship. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she can find a guy who eats really fast. Maybe a competitive eater. Good luck with that. Maybe try
Good luck.
a hot dog eating contest.
What the fuck?
You can find your next man there.
She'll choke.
I'm not saying her, I'm saying the guy. She wants to answer. You have to swallow it straight away. Don't chew, just swallow it down. That's what she needs.
Okay, on to the next Reddit.
Yep, stand by. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Am I the asshole for hooking up with a married woman and causing her divorce?
If you know she's married, then yeah, you're an a-hole, but go. Hmm?
It's not off to a good start, is it?
Yeah.
I, 21 male, have been hooking up with a woman, 32 female, for about 6 months. Quite an age gap, but not that significant, I suppose. But 21, you don't,
And he knows that
being 21, you don't really think things through.
you
No,
just think with
you're
your
not le
head down
you're
there.
not legally a child anymore, but you're not fully developed either. You're not thinking
Yeah.
properly. So I can understand making some shitty decisions, but so far, you're the asshole.
Yep. Because you
Okay?
know that she's
It's
married.
been going on for about 6 months.
Mm.
It started as something casual. We met through a mutual friend at a party, hit it off, and things escalated from there. I knew she was married, but she told me that she was in an unhappy marriage and was planning to leave her husband. She made it sound like the divorce was already a done deal, so I didn't feel too guilty about it.
Even then,
Okay, I can understand a bit more now, but
I think
from his wording, it was the divorce was a done deal. Like she's gonna divorce him. They're not happy together. I wouldn't, sleep together with that.
yeah.
maybe wait a bit until it's confirmed and it's done.
Mhm.
But I can kind of understand the not feeling guilt, although still a married woman. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yep.
Anyway, we continued seeing each other, mostly late at night or during times she and said her husband was out of town. I'll admit it was exciting at first. I was young, she was older, and it felt like something out of a movie.
Hmm. What
But
movie?
I don't know. But things started getting serious when she began texting me constantly and wanting to spend more time together. She would vent about how terrible her husband was, and how she couldn't wait to be free from him. A few weeks ago, her husband found out about us.
Ooh.
He was devastated and immediately filed for divorce. She called me in tears, blaming me for everything.
What?
She said that if it wasn't for me, her husband wouldn't have left her, and that now she has nowhere to go and nothing to her name. She even suggested if I should take responsibility and help her out since
What
I ruined her life.
the
She has two kids, a 10-year-old son and a 7-year-old daughter. She claims that her husband is going to fight for dual custody. No, is going to fight for full custody, and that it's all my fault, that her kids might end up living with him instead of her. She says that because of me, her life is falling apart and her children might grow up without a mother around. I feel bad about the situation, but I also think it's unfair for her to put all the blame on me. I never forced her to cheat, and I wasn't the one who filed for divorce. I'm also not in a position to support her financially or emotionally. I'm still trying to figure my own life out. So, am I the asshole for
No.
hooking up with a married woman and causing her divorce, knowing she has kids?
Yes, you are the a-hole as well as the girl. What do you think?
I think there's no good people. I feel bad for the husband,
Yeah, the husband and the kids.
but clearly the wife did care about the husband because now he's divorced her. Her life is over, and
So
she's.
her claims that they are already in the verge of divorce is a lie.
I think she just enjoyed having a young guy to hook up with. She didn't want her real relationship affected. She just wanted a bit of fun on the side.
And he is naive as well.
He is naive for falling
Yeah.
into it.
And for being okay that they're on the verge of a relationship or the marriage. That's why he's okay with hooking up with a married woman. But hmm,
I think that the wife is actually the more guilty party in this,
of
and that is
course.
because she is the one who is married.
Mm-hmm.
Not that the young
21.
guy isn't guilty too. He is,
Mm-mm.
but he isn't the married one in this. She should have known better, and she's a lot older than him.
Yep.
So
But
it seems kind of sorry, go.
he also know he is aware that there's a marriage even if it's on the verge of breaking up or divorce.
I think she must have sold it to him a lot more than he knew.
Even then, shouldn't hook up with someone who
They
isn't
shouldn't have.
finished with their current relationship yet.
No.
No.
And the real victims here are the kids,
Yeah, poor
because
kids.
they're going to have to go through this messy divorce at a confusing time.
Yep.
Being, I think, was it 10 and
7 and
7?
10.
Yeah. So they're not going to understand any of this.
Yeah, poor kids.
I don't think she thought through the ramifications of her actions.
She just
Unfortunately,
wants the thrill.
she wanted a bit of fun on the side,
Yeah,
and
she got caught up.
it's just no like farsight in this at all,
Yeah, they're both a-hole.
and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I
Ay,
hope the dad and the kids can recover from that,
hopefully. And don't mess with someone in a relationship.
and I
With the
hope.
get with the married
I
someone.
bet when that when OP is older, he probably is old now. When was it posted? 5 months ago, so
Wow.
he's still,
Still 21.
mm, or possibly 22. But
Yeah.
in another 5 or 6 years, he'll probably look back on this and go, "Oh shit,
So
I
stupid.
shouldn't have been involved with that lady at all."
Yeah. Not for the thrill.
And she's probably going to move on to the next guy.
Yep.
Ah well,
Without the
such is
kids.
life.
That's why you
Hopefully,
shouldn't
he's got
mess
a
with
good lawyer.
someone who is in a relationship.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Am I the asshole for not helping to defend my group project partner against our professor who wants to fail her for not contributing?
Ooh.
I was never in higher education. so I cannot relate to this at all. I
Oh,
had no project partners or anything like that. Have you got any
yeah.
situations with a bad partner who didn't contribute enough?
No, but I had uh a story shared by a friend and friends about that kind of situation. So
Would
initially,
they want you sharing it out on the internet?
no,
Then maybe not.
but initially, no, I don't think they're the asshole. But let's see.
They could. Well, they'll give more details hopefully,
Yeah.
and hopefully it won't be too biased. And
Okay.
I, 20M, 20 male. I'm in a computer sciences course for college.
Oh wait. Oh, this is my friend. Okay. Okay. Continue.
Hopefully it is not your friend. That'd
Yeah.
be awkward.
Because when is
Oh,
that? Oh,
11 months ago.
not
It's not your friend.
yeah.
Okay, we're safe. I, 20M, I'm in a computer sciences course for college on operating systems. I was assigned this random group project partner, 20 female, and we were working on a project for most of the semester. We decided to organize the project in a way that she could do core parts and I would do plugin modules that depend on her core. I do not understand any of these terminologies. However, since she did her parts in a convoluted way, it was hard for me to understand it, and I couldn't get it to work. She had to do them as well. We got into an argument, and she claimed it wasn't convoluted. I then paid a tutor. Are you allowed to pay tutors in college?
Yeah.
Who advised me all for coursework, all the well later. I then paid for a tutor who advised me and said he could help, but that the project would be easier to do it in Rust compared to C++. She agreed to redo the project in Rust if I converted anything we had so far myself, and she'd help out with the last part. We got permission from the professor to do it in Rust instead. The tutor then helped me convert her code to Rust, and which counted as my part. What is Rust? Is that like coding?
I don't know. I think it's a software or
I've vaguely
something.
heard of C++. However, when it finally came to doing the last part, she said she had no time to work on it with me, as she didn't know Rust well enough and had some ballet competition the weekend of the deadline. She offered to finish it in C++ version, but I told her it was okay. I then got it done with the help of the tutor and submitted the project. Since the Rust code was written all by me in the statement of contribution, I had to state that I did all the code and she contributed to the design process and report. However, the professor took that as her not contributing, as only the code is actually graded, and decided to give her 0 on the project, which would lead to her failing the class, as it is 70% of the grade. She now wants me to come talk to Professor with her, and is upset at me refusing. The way I see it, it is not really my problem, and I don't want to face any trouble, and she did already tell the Professor that she had done the older C++ code we didn't submit. Am I the asshole here? She's pretty upset at me, and she seems to blame me when it is the Professor's decision.
Oh no. I think he is kind of the a-hole because he he said that she did the code in C++, but the tutor was the one
They didn't, they
who
didn't, they didn't say how much of the code she did. I know she did do the original code,
yeah. But she
barring
still
the
did
last barring
something.
the last part, which he offered to do, and he said no, it's fine. So she did offer to do the last
Yeah.
part, and he said no, no, I've got it.
Yeah. So yeah, you're the a-hole. Because she also first did the code via C++.
Hmm.
So no,
It was sort of
you should have
it was sort of
done
his decision to
something.
change the code last minute
Yep.
and then do the work himself.
Yeah, you're the a-hole. You should have
But
defended
not
your
only
classmate.
he says he did the new coding with the tutor,
Right?
so the code they're graded on, he paid somebody to help him with.
And did he say if they contributed or the girl contributed to the pay?
He said no. So the code, he said he didn't do part of the code.
I mean, did she contributed to the fee?
No.
Or maybe he she also didn't know that there was a tutor involved.
But sure, is that allowed? Because
It
he
is
had a tutor
allowed.
help him with the final.
It is. It is.
Isn't that like the exam? So he paid somebody to write the code for him, basically, or write it with him.
It's allowed, but not entirely the all. Shouldn't be entirely done by the tutor, but it should be just the guide.
Well, it seemed it was the tutor's idea to change the code to a different format entirely.
Yeah, not the.
It
Not
seems
the.
like something the professor would be interested to know that you did this, that you chose to go to a tutor.
Right? And
Is
even the girl offered.
there any comments? Anything?
The Oppie is the a-hole in this story. What are the Redditor's verdict? A-hole or not?
Yeah, they seem to say he's the asshole.
See? Because he is.
Well, there's some interesting points
Mm.
the fact that he changed it to a code she didn't understand, although she
At the
was
last
willing to
minute.
do the work
Yeah.
and did the work. It's a dick move to then say, no, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah. Like, why
And the
change
fact
it?
that he actually convinced her to change it, and
Mm-hmm.
she agreed to let him do it his way, because he said it was too convoluted. That was his opinion,
Mm-hmm.
but clearly it worked for her. It seems he should go to the professor and say, I know he wouldn't want to admit his own guilt, because that's basically what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get in trouble from this. So he knows what he did is bad. I don't think he should have had
The
a
tutor,
tutor
yeah.
doing that. I think he knows if the professor knew that, he would be,
Zero soul.
yeah. So he just refuses to defend her. Well, he should say, actually, she did the code. I just translated it. Because that's basically what it sounds like happened here.
Mm-hmm.
That she did a lot of the code, he just translated it.
Right?
I don't fully understand coding, but you're an
We
asshole.
understand that
A
the Oppie is the
major,
a-hole.
major asshole.
Yeah. I don't like this kind of
I hope the
person.
professor is a Redditor and he found
Hi,
this. Went, you son
Professor.
of a bitch.
This is the Redditor.
This is your student.
Named
He is.
Fail Course.
That might not be the original.
Ah,
By the way, you're a dick.
yeah. You should have defended the girl.
And I hope you fail your other courses. It's quite too fast. But you're still a dick.
Yep.
We are now in the last
Ooh, that's
story.
fast.
I picked the short ones for myself, so I have to read.
Okay.
It worked out amazingly. The fact that you picked all the short stories for me.
I know.
My dyslexia thanks you.
You're welcome.
Am I the asshole for telling my friend that she is ruining her child's life with the name she gave her?
Ooh.
Yes. You can't
Depends.
criticize the name your friend gave their child.
What if the friend gave a celebrity name? Like Beyonce.
Even then, it's not really your business. You have to support, unless something offensive like Hitler von Murderstein, you can't just go like, no, that's a stupid name, and oops, sorry, and you've ruined their life from giving them that name.
Oh well, let's see.
I'm hoping they're gonna say their name and it's really stupid, and I can just
Yep.
laugh that off. But so far, I think you're the asshole from first impression.
Okay,
What do
go.
you think?
It depends.
Just from the first impression,
Neutral. Neutral.
neutral thing.
Yeah.
So I, 21 female, have been friends with Laureen, 22 female, for 17 years now, and we're really close. She recently gave birth to her daughter, and her and her husband recently told us the name. They decided to name their daughter.
Ooh.
I can't even pronounce this.
Oh no.
I will spell this,
Okay.
and it is spelled Ghiuliette. Pronounced Juliet.
This is a hard way
So it's
to spell it.
they spelt it like Ghuliet, but they say it Juliet.
The
I'll spell that again for anyone. Ghiuliette. Juliet.
I get it
It's like
now.
they're playing Scrabble.
I get it now.
They were going for the high score. They put as many letters in there as possible. Okay. New thought.
Mm.
You don't get to choose how to spell things. You can't reinvent words.
David?
You are not Shakespeare. Stop. Please stop. Okay, that's my little rant. Moving on. And her middle name is it Mariah?
Yeah.
Mariah, that's a normal name. I told her the spelling was a joke until she told me that they are serious. No, I thought the spelling was a joke until they told me they were serious. I told her that with that spelling of a simple but beautiful name, it's just going to ruin the little girl's life. She got mad at me and told me to stop ruining her mood and that I'm being mean. I'm completely honest. The spelling is just bad. Nothing else can explain it. Why ruin such a beautiful name by including letters that don't belong there?
Necessary letters.
So far, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I texted her yesterday and told her that the little girl will try to change her name, or at least go by her middle name, since it's normal. She told me to stop texting her, that I'm a bad friend, and that I'm being the asshole for making fun of the name. I don't think I am. When I told her that the spelling is just bad, she went crazy. She told me that I'm the worst friend ever, that I would never be able to see her daughter again. After that, her husband sent me an email telling me to stop being so disrespectful.
Oh,
He thinks the spelling is cute, and it just makes her unique.
cute. Hello.
And it just makes her
Are
unique.
we looking at the same spelling, sir?
It looks like alphabetic spaghetti. It's definitely unique. Unique, yes. But that's just going to make the little girl suffer, and she'll probably be bullied for that spelling. I haven't replied, and honestly, I don't think I'm the asshole here. But I thought I'd ask Reddit, since you're the best.
The
You're the best to judge.
Redditors.
Yep, Reddit, best judges. I always say, best judges on Reddit. So, am I the asshole for telling my friend that the name she gave her daughter is bad and will ruin her life?
No, not the a-hole. She got a point though. Like all the unnecessary letters. Well, like why? Just for the sake of being unique?
If
Not
I
worth
was
it.
if I was to read this name and try to pronounce it, I think I would say Guhiliet,
Goliath. Goliath.
Gouliet, like some sort of fantasy city. I would never assume it's Juliet.
Yeah, so do I. It's like, huh? How?
I don't know in what way you could pronounce it like that.
Like, how did the husband find that cute? Like, what?
But imagine being that girl going to school for the first time, and the
Hmm.
teacher has to try and read that out.
Me, Aaron,
Guli.
Jake Quallen. You know Jake Quallen.
Qualin, Aaron.
Balake.
It's just,
That is
it's not.
stupid.
You mean you can name your child whatever you want, technically. Should you, though?
No.
Should you change the way to spell things? I get
Should.
small changes, like swapping letters,
But
but
not that kind, not that
that's a bit
excessive.
extreme.
But plus, just because you can doesn't mean you should, especially naming kids that way. Be a hard one.
Update.
Oh, there's an update.
Alright,
Okay.
I get it. I'm the asshole for going after the name more. For going after. No, I'm the asshole for going after the name more than once. Sorry for that, Lamau. I just sent her an apology text for doing it. Yet I did write how she could try to look at it from another perspective. I also sent a few screenshots of the comments, just for her to see what other people think of it. FYI, I'm supposed to be the godmother, which is why I'm extra worried about
Oh, okay, okay.
Lamau, my bad.
I don't think she's an a-hole though. She got a
I
point.
I
She's just looking
don't.
out
She could have gone about it
the nicer way.
a nicer way to the parents than saying, "No, you've ruined her life. You've ruined her life doing this."
Oh
You
yeah,
quite
maybe
be softer with it.
yeah,
It's your friend. Maybe approach it gently.
and especially if she's pregnant. I get it now.
No, she's not pregnant. She's given birth.
Oh, she has
She's a new
given.
mother.
Oh,
So a hormonal new mother, and you just insulted her. Which I get. You are kind of an asshole for that. But your point is a good point.
yeah,
That is a strange
a good
spelling.
point.
Maybe wait a bit. They can always change it later. They can amend.
That will be
They can
expensive.
amend the birth certificate. I know, but Give it
Yeah.
time.
Well, they chose that way.
Update 2.
Again? Oh.
Hello again. I've been asked if there are any updates, and yes, there are. So I've been talking with Laureen a lot over text, and she's slowly starting to notice her mistake.
Mm,
I apologized again, and we are good again.
that's
We
good.
talked about the name, and she told me that she won't change it, and really loves it, but is slowly understanding why it's weird for others, especially me. Her husband, on the other hand, is still pretty mad at me. He thinks that I took it too far, that my apologies aren't from the heart. I've been asked if I'm still the godmother. No, yeah, I've been asked if I'm still the godmother, and yes, I am.
Mm,
There are thoughts of changing it, but now that we get along again, I'm back in the role.
mm.
Back to the husband. He actually blocked me
Oh,
everywhere, and is telling Laureen to do so too. He thinks that I'm manipulating and that I'm lying, just so we can get close again. Doesn't make sense. I don't know. Well, either way, it's getting better with the relationship, just not with the name.
he took it too far. I mean, the friend is just looking out for the kid. And maybe she did it harshly, but the point is there. Like, why would you name your kid this? This? Just why?
I think maybe the wife should talk to the husband and try and chill things out a bit, because they were, well, the friend was definitely the asshole for the way she went about criticizing the name.
But she got a point.
She has a point.
Yeah.
But would I say you're the asshole, though? You were stupid. Not really an asshole. You were stupid for doing it that way.
For doing it harshly.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I
The
don't think
husband
it's
needs to chill
harshly.
a lot.
Yeah. He took it too far.
If the friends are okay again, why are you still mad, sir?
Maybe because it's his kid.
Unless he never liked the friend.
Mm.
It doesn't say that
It's like
in the updates or
he's
any
a thin
comments.
reason.
But it's like he is really grasped on to that as not liking her,
Hmm.
which it's your wife's best friend. You're gonna have to see them again.
They were a kid
You can't
together.
you can't like banish that your wife's friend from her life.
Yeah,
And it's the godmother of the child still,
I know.
the godmother of your daughter. So they're gonna be in your life. You're gonna have to work things out, or at least be cordial. You don't
Yeah,
have to like them.
be decent at least.
Mm. But not the
Not the
asshole.
a-hole, not for me.
Just
Just the way of you doing
terrible
it.
planning. You're kind of an idiot, not an asshole. So if we can change the Reddit to "Am I the idiot?" Yes.
Yes,
Asshole? No.
an idiot with a point.
I'm just going
And I
to
get it why.
one more time read that name so we can just really let it sink in.
This is the name. We'll put it here.
Giuliette. Juliet.
Julieta.
Gouliette. Gillette. The best a man can get.
Oh, shaving
Yeah.
thing. And that
Hopefully,
sums
this
it up.
little girl does not watch this video. I'm sorry, Juliet. I did not do this to
Juliet.
you.
Juliet.
Gouliette, I apologize. I mean, kinda cute.
No, huh?
Stupid. I wouldn't have gone with it.
Cute. Where?
I'm trying to be nice.
No, it's not cute.
No, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching.
And I hope you like this video. If not, why not?
If not, too bad. We made it anyway.
Bye. And this the last. Oh no, it's not.
We've got more.
Yep.
Don't know when we're going to record them.
Maybe tomorrow. Later.
We'll see.
Bye.
Peace.